Hungary is one of the most important tourist destinations in Central and Eastern Europe. Hungary climate has temperate continental climate. The capital of Hungary is Budapest, which is also the largest and most populated city. The official language is Hungarian. The currency for Hungary are Hungarian forint or HUF. They used to say Hungarians were grumpy, but no surprise. As you can see, the Hungarian history is pretty heavy and full of invasion. These are the list of invasion. Politics in Hungary. Hungary is a unitary parliamentary representative democratic republic. About 200 political parties were established following the revision of the constitution in 1989, but only 6 of them become long-term participants in the countries. The cultural life of Hungary is a result of the diverse mix of genuine Hungarian peasant culture and the cosmopolitan culture. These intellectuals were divided by their social origins, village versus city, and also by their disagreement about the type of culture that can best serve as the fountainhead of modern Hungarian culture. For safety, Hungary was rated in Global Peace Index at rank 21st in 2009, tied with Norway. In Budapest, peaceful demonstrations are known to take place in the city quite regularly. Pickpocketing still remains a problem in the city. Taxi scam, where taxi drivers taking tourists to a recommended clubs or bars, which then extort money out of the tourists.
Hungary has a surprising system, efficient transportation system, including international, domestic, and the commuter train, bus, tram, and also metro. For the bus, bus are the best bet for the reaching the out of the way place in the Budapest. True, they run frequently. They often are the crowded. But if you travel outside the Budapest, the domestic bus in Hungary is the best way. You must be choose compare for the train and the metro. Taxi is the Grab great if you want to get where you are going to the fast, but you must be careful because the taxi driver are notorious for overcharging the foreigner, especially for the tourists. We go for the domestic train. In the Hungary, in the Budapest city, the train network does have line that connect cities and town in the outlying area. Sometimes it fast go to back through Budapest to reach in your final destination. Tram and the metro. Alright, the two different transportation. Alright, for the tram is a light snack through many of the main street in the Budapest. Alright, tram is like the bus, and the road is by using the intensive as the bus road. Alright, for the metro is the Budapest metro is super efficient and intensive because the metro is have the very crowded person when during the final time. We go for the airport. Hungary have the for airport for international. First is the Budapest French List International Airport. Second, the Brussels International Airport. Third, heaviest Balaton Airport, and the fourth, Guillaume Tell International Airport. There are some airlines that from Malaysia to the Hungary. First is the Qatar Airline. Second, KLM Airline. Third is Turkish Airline. Fourth, Chinese Airline. 5, British, and the last one is the Emirates Airline. So the public transport there has 2. First is for the line D11 and D12 for river crossing service, and D2 and the D14 is for the ferry service.
There are so many types of accommodation in Hungary. First is hotel, that is, there are various types of design of hotel in Hungary that is rated from 1 to 5 stars. Second, bed and breakfast. They are most referred as pension, that is boarding house or pension house, that is available almost everywhere in Hungary, and the price is more cheapest. The third one is camping. This type of accommodation is popular around May to September, that is, traveler can bring their own equipment or they can rent the equipment at the place that available. Also, they are provide caravan that is permitted that in the places in Hungary. Number 4 is backpackers hostel. This backpackers hostel has a decent number of backpackers hostel that you can usually find in Budapest. Basically, it has room of 4 and more that tourists can choose by their preference. Number 6 is homestay. Homestay are usually as a private house and usually arranged by travel agents. Number 5 is youth hostel. Youth hostel is basically for youth or young people that travel in a group that they want to save the budget, they can book the hostel, and usually breakfasts are usually provided and available. The last one is self-catering accommodation. That is, it is a fully equipped bungalows or apartment or anything that related to rented that is for private, and rented is only can be used online platform or by contact local tourist office nearby the countries. Top 10 best place to stay in Hungary.
Number 10, the New York Palace. Number 9, Kempinski Hotel Corvinus. 8, Baltazar Budapest. 7, The Heath. Number 6, Corinthia Hotel Budapest. Number 5, Aria Hotel. 4, Hotel Palazzo Zici. 3rd, Brody House. 2nd, Danubius Gellert Hotel. 1st, Four Seasons Hotel, Gresham Palace.
Today I will tell you about the attraction in Hungary. The first one is Budapest. Budapest is the capital city of Hungary and there are many UNESCO heritage sites can be found in there. Budapest also well known as a shopper paradise because there are so many shopping malls that we found in there. The second one is Central Hall Market. Central Hall Market is the largest indoor market in the Hungary. They are open every day from 6 morning until 6 p.m. There are many shops that sell wine, food, and vegetable. The third is Eger. Eger is the second largest city in the northern Hungary. There are many places can be visited in the Hungary, like Eger Castle, Valley of the Beautiful Woman if you like the wine and so on. Hebrides Lake. Hebrides Lake is the biggest biological active natural medicinal water in the world. There are many attractions man-made can be found in Hebrides Lake. Top 5 Hungarian local food. The first one is langos. The second one is fisherman soup. Doboskate. Next is somlor galuska, and the last one is bolach. There are many halal food that can be found in the biggest city, especially in Budapest. The first one is langos. Langos are origin from Turkish influence. They are served as a satisfying to bread. The second one is fisherman soup. Fisherman soup is made with the river fish and a large amount of the hot paprika to giving a characteristic bright of color. Spring and fall season is the best time to visit Hungary. Spring season is from April until May, and the fall is from September until October. Summer season is the high tourists come visit to Hungary. Summer season is from June until August. Winter is the low time tourists come to visit Hungary. Winter is from November until March. There are some things that you can do and don'ts in Hungary. The first one is using public transportation. Hungary is famous with the friendly and 24-hour public transportation and easy to get it. The second one is you can drink the tap water because tap water in Hungary is very clean. The last one is you can walk around the city at night because there are many places you can visit at the night and so interesting. Things you do not try to do in Hungary. You cannot say the one joke. The one joke is Hungary. The second one is do not forget to give a tip. The last one is avoid money exchange office.
Alright. Marketing strategy is the long term. Alright, the marketing strategy are the long term is following looking approach to the planning. the fundamental goal to achieve the competitive advantage. To creating the marketing strategy, there are some steps. First for the segmentation. Alright. A company must identify the group plus their need through the market report and the market research. Okay. Second is the targeting and positioning. Alright. For this, target the market segment that represent the greatest profit for your business. Okay, next, the last step is the monitoring, assessment, and the evaluation. Alright. For this, the last step is for the help companies see how well their strategy is performance. It also help them devise the future marketing and strategy. At this step, this company can know what is the problem and can replace the problem. Right, there are 5 reasons why good marketing strategy is venture to the tourism. Okay, first, to identify the ideal target market. Second, attract new customer and development loyalty. Third, understand the customer journey. 4, stand out from the competitor. And the 5, hone in on the most effective tactic. Okay, how to the decision process for the marketing strategy? There are three steps for the decision process. First is the pinpoint specific problem or the needs. Okay, second is the considering all the your option, and the last is fully instant on marking a person. Okay, that's all. Thank you.
In 2013, contribution of travel and tourism to GDP for Hungary was 13.1 billion US dollar. The tourism sector remains centered on providing traditional tourism services based on cultural heritage, lakeside activities, and thermal services. Main attractions such as Lake Balaton Resort, Budapest City. The main tourist attractions are the most contribute to economy in Hungary, such as resort in Lake Balaton. Budapest attract for business purpose or to enjoy the city. For tax, Hungary is a country with the highest VAT rates in Europe. Tourist services are 18% to 9 percentage points lower than the standard VAT rate and 5% for restaurant services. Event and festival. The Sziget Festival and Balaton Lake Festival. Most of the tourists take part in such festival are staying in that city at the moment. Employment. Travel and tourism generate 246,000 jobs directly in 2015 in Hungary. Investment. Money spent by foreign visitor to a country or visitor export is a key component of the direct contribution of travel and tourism. Transit. To reach the inaccessible destination of the third world and crossing areas with poor transport infrastructure. Foreign tourists. Tourist spending in Hungary was increasing slowly but continuously.
A Schengen visa is mandatory for all nationals of Malaysia who stays in the country for a period greater than 19 days. For a short visit, the visitor are exempted from obtaining a valid Schengen visa. An ETIAS authority will become the mandatory requirement for every citizen Malaysian starting 2021. ETIAS will have a validity of 5 years and it can be used for the unlimited number of entering. A valid passport is required to enter the Hungary. All tourists entering Hungarian territory from another are exempted from presenting their passport to the Hungarian authority. In this case, a national identity card is the only document needed. The passport and other travel documents accepted for entering must be valid minimum 3 months beyond to the period intended stay. All the passport issues more than 10 years before the date travel may not be accepted. First is Balaton Festival. Balaton Festival is the one of the biggest festivals held in the Hungary and happen every year during June and July. The festival is performed for some the world's best music artists and DJs, from genres like EDM, electronic music, pop, rock, hip-hop, and more. Second is Holocaust Easter Festival. Holocaust Easter Festival happens in the month of April. It is one of the country's oldest traditional folk festival. Third is Buso Jaras. Buso Jaras is the most traditional Hungary festival held every year in February, and the event is in honor of welcoming the carnival season and also to send off the winter and welcome the spring season in the Hungary. As per traditional, Hungarian men will wear scary-looking masks and go around the town while they sip on palika, the alcoholic local favorite beverage. First is National Tourism Agency. The National Tourism Agency will function as the central organization for the things related to tourism issues and replace the Hungarian Tourism Company, which is owned by the state. The new government body could act as an umbrella agency for the subordinate state-controlled organizations, which will provide all tourism-related service ranging from village motel to the conference. Second is National Event Coordination Center. The government also planning to establish another organization called the National Coordinator Center for Events to organize and manage tourism, drawing activity, and sporting events. The center will support the biggest event by providing a coordinator board of logistical experts, event planner and communication, and emergency planning experts. The National Event Coordinator Center could be made up of various divisions include the Culture Program and Event Planning Division, which could oversee festival, artistic event and productions and culinary events. Sustainability is a complex notion being determined by the economic, ecological, and socio-cultural factor. Most of the area of the Hungary where rural tourism is a part of the general local and regional development plan possess various natural and cultural attractions. The most important one of the clean natural environment, the term spring, the hospitality of local people, and the preserved traditional and heritage.
In conclusion, Hungary welcoming million tourists to visit the country every year. Other than that, Hungary has surprisingly efficient transportation system, including domestic and commuter train, buses, trams, and the metro that customers can use during travel to Hungary. In Hungary, there are so many types of accommodation that provided for tourists to come visit, and also Hungary have many UNESCO heritage sites. Lastly, Hungary is a rich country when it comes to folk festivals. Hungary also well known with their attractive festival that can attract more tourists from outside, such as Holocaust Festival, Siget festivals, and others. Thank you.